Joe Farmer here. Probably tell from the title there's going to be quite, and the description of the video, there's going to be quite a bit going on. So pay attention. We're going to complete the quest, go find Robin's Lost Axe, which I'll show you here in a sec. I'll show you more tips for mining and kind of show you the Adventurers Guild because that's kind of important to know. And then, as you can see, tomorrow we have the Egg Festival. So we've got quite a bit to do process, but I don't want to do that today because, as I said, there's quite a bit I have to get into. So we'll put those away, water the crops real quick because those are the real money makers. Not shaking it on the dance floor or on the pole, whatever. People would pay me money to put my clothes back on. Unless you're into dad bods. Which, who isn't? Where's all that nice... Where's the nice music for ASMR and aesthetic? One thing it's gonna suck is we're gonna be pretty low on energy just going into the mines. Okay, that's done. Let's go find Robin's Lost Axe. That is a quest that you get in the mail. I got it like 2 days ago in game. I was just kind of waiting to do a video on it, although I don't know what all I'll be doing videos on because I don't want to ruin everything for you guys. But this quest, she loses her favorite axe. She remembers seeing it in south of Marnie's Ranch, so you go to the Cindersnap Forest, which is south of your farm. You get 250 gold for returning the axe to her. So we're gonna come down here and help our mining level a little bit by cutting some of those rocks to get through. We're gonna go down here and hopefully there's some spring onions so that way we can get some free energy, which are also down here if you remember from like my first or second video. If you haven't seen them, go watch them because there's a lot of them. Some of them are golden star quality, so we can sell those because mining can but also can't be lucrative. Although now we have to get rid of these rocks because we need to grab Robin's axe, which is right there. We found her axe, we return to her, get 250 gold, and we also get gold off the spring onions we're gonna sell. I'm gonna sell this gold and silver star qualities of them. Keep that horseradish because we get energy. Matter of fact, let's eat some of that now just so we have the energy and more room in the inventory, which I could go buy another backpack, but I don't want to right now. I don't even remember how much the first upgrade for it is. I really don't care. Energy now, so that way when I do make it to the mine, I'm at full energy. Some people would say, oh, why not just save it for when you absolutely need it? Because it's the same thing as jobs. Don't get lippy with me. You're watching this video because you need to know how to do stuff. Sell. As you can see, you can't sell Robin's axe, so don't try. There's Davy the house cat. We'll give him some lovin'. This way because it leads automatically to Robin's house. We don't have to go through town. Just messaging me. There's Robin's house. Just go to that, go behind the desk and talk to her. I almost shot my toe off with the other one I was using. And you're supposed to be a professional woodcutter. You can't use a freaking axe. You have to use a specific axe. Alright. Well, now that's done and we got a good amount of money, today's gonna be a good money day. We'll go to the Adventurers Guild just so that way I can show you that stuff. And I might actually buy us a better sword because this one can. Are you kidding me? Well, we won't be buying a better sword. How late are they open until 10? That might be a different video then. So at least you can see that they don't open until later and stay open late. So as you can see, I've gotten a bit of ways in the mine. We'll go to floor 10 first because that's what I need to show you. Every 10th floor, you get a floor like this where you don't have to find the ladder or anything. You don't have to dig anything. And then middle, there'll be a treasure chest with an item that you can get. For the 10th floor, it is these leather boots that gives you +1 defense and +1 immunity. So you just take less damage. You're less likely to take high amounts of damage, and you're slightly less likely to get like that slime effect when the slimers hit you and you move slower. We're not going to go to 15 because that's the next floor that's available. And tip number 1, if you hoe this dirt, you can get stuff out of it. One of them is a cave carrot, which you can eat and get more energy and health if you're low on health. You can also get clay, which I think I did in another video, or stone, copper core. You can pull a geode from it. You can pull the dwarf scrolls, so always dig this up. And there we go, we have a cave carrot. We're just gonna eat that now. And it gives you +30 energy, so that's very useful to have. Even like the Harvest Moon games are pretty good about making it so you can get like energy back from while mining, whether it be like Rune Factory where you could just grow the crops in the mines, or you just dig up the floor and hey, there's like grass to eat or something. They're usually pretty good about giving you health back, or energy and health back. And Stardew Valley is based a lot off of Harvest Moon. That's why there's a lot of similarities, because the creator of Stardew Valley really liked Harvest Moon. That's 20 yesterday in game. I sold some 16 copper ore and didn't get a whole lot of money for it. I think I got like 90 gold. And copper ore is pretty abundant, so is clay. We want that we can turn into Gunther. And already glad I threw away the clay. We definitely need a bigger backpack, but I think I'd rather go buy the Joja Mart membership first and try to get... I think I'd rather wait until I can buy a bunch of strawberry seeds. Because if my memory serves me correct, you have just enough time from the spring festival when you get them to the end of spring to grow all the seeds that you bought. And as you can see, we got lucky enough to find the ladder right away. Another tip I was going to say, as you can see, once you get past floor 10, the floors change the environment of it. That's because the farther in the mine you go, the more different the environment, the more different types of monsters you'll see, like these bugs that will chase you. So floor 10 to like 20 is like this jungle type thing, where you'll see a lot more bugs and some that will chase you. These larvae that you see on the ground over there, if you attack them, if you don't kill them in time, they'll go into a cocoon and turn into this bug, which is really annoying in the early game when you don't have a strong sword. And these will come after you if you get close enough to them. One of them is probably going to larva up. Yep, that one turned into a larva, and he's going to turn into an annoying bug. And I think they basically get a new health bar. Yep, because if they didn't, both of these bugs would be dead by now. this rusty sword. If the Adventurers Guild was open when I wanted to go in, I could have. Because it's basically a shop. I'll say that much for now. If I can show you more, I'll try. But I'm mainly in the business of making money. And since this is supposed to be about tips, you want to get rid of these weeds without using any energy. Use your sword, because your sword can cut it, and your sword doesn't cost energy to use. There's another bug coming, isn't there? Two of them? Well, we might be getting out of here. Aw, oh, man. When the screen color changes, that means you're about to get swarmed by bugs or bats, depending on which floor on the mine you are. Because later on, you don't deal with these bugs, but you deal with bats. Okay, we're just gonna move on because they're gonna keep swarming. And early game, those phenomenons are terrible because the you don't deal a lot of damage, so more monsters show up. Now later in the game, I've had it to where hardly any show up, like it'll be 2, and then that's it. So that phenomenon is annoying, and if you have a ladder there, just take the ladder. Don't deal with all of them, because you're gonna lose way too much health. We have a thing for topaz, I believe, here. Yep, and I've already donated it to the mine, so that one we're gonna sell for quite a bit of money. I'm just gonna break all these up. That works. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. One of those birds being stone. Ooh, the puns. Okay, you know what, we're just gonna be done with the mine, because that's too annoying for one day, and I also kind of want to show you the Egg Festival, because the Egg Festival really doesn't take that long. Okay, so this is the Adventurers Guild. Once you kill 10 slimes, you can come in. You come talk to this guy, and you can buy stuff. Ooh, I wasn't able to get the iron dirk yesterday. So the wooden blade is already better than our level 1 rusty blade. The dirk is kind of crappy. It does way less damage than even the rusty sword, so I wouldn't get that. Sneakers, that's worse than our leather boots. The amethyst ring gets increases knockback by 10%, so any, like those bugs that we're hitting that flew back, that increases the range that they fly back. Weapon precision by 10%, so that's just, there is a small chance that your attacks miss, and so that's not really necessary. The stuff you sell here is basically like weapons or anything you get from the monsters, like the bug meat, the rusty sword. We're just gonna buy a wooden blade because I really need a better weapon. Then over here is what they call their goals, but it's basically like bounties. So you kill all these things and you get rewards for them. One of them you get, like, some of them you get weapons, so like the cave insects you get, if you kill all of those, the bugs, you get a sword, and it's actually kind of decent, so try to kill as many bugs as you can without dying. The Duggies are those orange, like, Diglett looking things that come out of the dirt in the cave that I was hoeing up. There's a few other things we haven't seen yet. We'll see them later on in the cave. We're basically just gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I might just go to bed after I get back to the farm, because for video purposes, there's other stuff I can do, but we're gonna do pretty decent with the money because of that topaz. And I just want to do the strawberries for I just want to save money to get those strawberries, do a mega crop, get a bunch of money, have enough money to, like, buy a bigger backpack, and then summer seeds. Because if you played Harvest Moon, you know once the season changes, so does your crops that you can plant. So any spring crops that you have that are still in the ground after summer day 1, they die and are no longer useful. Let's just sell all that. We'll sell that just that way you can see how cheap ores are. And like, yeah, you're gonna say, oh, that's copper ore, but all the ores in general aren't worth a whole lot. We'll just put, you know what, no, actually we'll keep that in our inventory because you can buy stuff at the Egg Festival, but it's just furniture. I don't recommend it because I think it's a waste of gold. Don't. I'll check the weather just so that way you can see that on holidays in game the weather's always nice. Oh, another tip: in day 11 of spring, so Thursday, which is yesterday in game, if you check the TV, there's a living off the land, and that talks about the scarecrows and how you should build the crows and how you should build a scarecrow. So day 11, your first year, if you walk outside and don't have a scarecrow already, that's when a crow will show up and eat one of your seeds or your crops. So, as you kind of can already saw from like my 4th video or whatever, you can build a scarecrow before you even get to day 11. So, if you can, try to do that. Oh, I was going to watch the weather report, but yep. It's going to be clear and sunny, and the weather's always good for holidays. It starts at 9, so you can't even go into town before 9, and all stores are closed. That's why I put that artifact in or I'm keeping it for now, but you can't use it. Level 2 mining, so our pickaxe costs less energy and we can build staircases. Staircases are nice because that gives you one free floor. If you're having trouble finding the ladder and you want to move on quickly, you just plant that staircase. Which leads me to another tip for mining. Anything that you put in the floors 1 through not like the intervals of 9, so like the 10th floor, anything you put there, it will stay there, but the other floors in between those intervals of 10 will disappear because the floor is randomized. So if you put a staircase down, it will not be there the next time you show up. So be careful with your staircases because they cost like 99 stone to make. It's a lot to make and you only get one use out of it. So be like very strategic with them and only use them like if you're basically about to die or something. Or if you're really low on energy and you need to make it, like you're on floor 29 and you need to make it to 30. We have some potatoes that grown. Right here I'm watering cauliflower seeds. I got those from turning in some stuff to the museum. That was one of the rewards, which is pretty nice. So there's a lot of ways to get fruit seeds from this. I mean, you could even probably actually go through this game never buying a single seed if you just get like mixed seeds. Which the only time you don't get mixed seeds is, well, actually you do eventually get it during winter, but you can't find them. You have to craft them. Well, actually no, even then it doesn't work. Not mixed seeds, you have to just craft winter seeds, sorry. If you go through like my storyline of, or my timeline of videos, you can see it's been a while since I've played the game up to this point. You know, I'm gonna relearn some of this stuff while you're learning it. So those potatoes, we'll go say hi to Dobby the house cat. Hi Dobby. And you know, maybe break up some of the stones on the farm to kind of help our mining level a bit. Because yes, your mining does go up just by swinging your pickaxe. So you can cheat and get stuff from here. Which, that reminds me of another tip I was going to do in the mines. If you remember earlier in the video, I said that once you get to a certain like set in the mines, the environment changes. So if you haven't already guessed, that means the stuff you can find at those levels change too. So some stuff you will not find early on in early game of the mines. You have to wait until you get higher. So like you've seen, I've found a lot of copper, but like no gold or silver. Well, that's because in the early levels of the mines, you can't even find it. Now, certain stuff like the topaz and amethyst and all that, you can find no matter what anywhere in the mines, but you find it more commonly the further you get. So there'll be some stuff eventually that I'll find in the mines that I haven't found that I have yet to find. So now we're gonna go to the Egg Festival and you can see what all you can do there, which is basically an Easter egg hunt. That if you find the most eggs, you get like some gold and a hat. Oh wait, no, we get the strawberry seeds at the Egg Festival. Sweet. And it takes 8 days, so we're just gonna buy a bunch of these. 47 to be exact. And if you talk to people at the holidays, you get more relationship points towards it, so always talk to everybody. You can only talk to them once, but hey, no problem. It's a good way to make friends quick. And then when we do the hunt, you'll be able to see where all the egg spots are, or at least most of them. Now this one's kind of hard because if you're not quick, Abigail always usually wins it, because you know she can just smell them out. She smells for her food. The egg hunt starts when I say it starts, gosh darn it. Yeah, you can just smell them out. Apparently I already talked to Willie. Well, you're probably just mad, George, because you couldn't find the eggs as fast as everybody else can, since you're in the wheelchair and all. And then there's Dr. Boring, always talking about health, blah, 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 blah. Marnie standing next to her boyfriend, always being supportive. I don't care about your chickens. Yes, because that's really the only other thing you can do. We've already got our strawberry seeds. The only other thing I care about is winning so I can get like 1,000 gold. Stop talking. I don't care. Probably not gonna win anyways, because my first time it took 3 years to win. I don't even remember what the eggs look like. Okay, there's a yellow one that we can't get to. You have to get like, I think, more than 10 to win. Okay, for whatever reason you can't like walk through there. There's one over here by the sewer. One right there by the tree. There's one behind Mary Lewis's house, but it's kind of harder to get to. Like the ones where you have to go behind a bunch of stuff kind of aren't worth your time. No! There was one right there, and we were so close. We only needed like 3 more to win. Now if I can only get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently. You're so funny. Shut up. Abigail, because she always wins. She can smell the eggs out. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you get money. Screw you. Ooh, tomorrow we're any scarecrows. What's the weather for tomorrow? Because if it's raining, that would be great. Beautiful and sunny, so we're definitely going to get that farming level up 1 or 2 levels tomorrow. Well, let's go to bed, see the little bit of money we didn't get actually any for today. A little bit, not a whole lot. Definitely not to make up for all that money I just spent. Well, that's going to be it. If you liked my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell, share with your friends. If you have any other tips pertaining to this video, leave them in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye.